Shalom Makim. It's another addition to the GMS Battle Axe page. It's Ramak. First of all, I got to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to our elders, the apostles, great millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there spreading the word and truth and sincerity. This video right here is about chastisement, and that chastisement is good. It's really good for you because the scriptures say every man shall receive his judgment for what he done by the Lord. The Lord gonna give judgment to every man, and you want to get that chastisement now. You want to get punished by the Lord now. Being an Israelite, according to the flesh, you rather get your chastisement now rather than later on. Right now, our punishment is coming through how we living, having to endure this hardness, being over here in Babylon, whether it's at work, people getting on our nerves, or people doing us wrongly at home, or however. You rather get your punishment through chastisement rather than through the sword and the famine and the pestilence that's coming to these 2/3 who's not receiving chastisement right now. Chastisement is good, man. And then I'm going to jump straight into the scriptures. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High. So if you're in this truth and the Lord chose you to wake up to this truth, and you're not only speaking and talking it, you walking it, that makes you a son of the Most High. Verse 15. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. So if we're able to call the Lord our Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we got to expect chastisement from him. We got to expect the Lord to treat us as he would treat a son. The scriptures say any man who loves his son will not hold back the rod from him. I didn't say that verbatimly, but that's basically what it says. If you got a child and your child do something wrong, you're going to whoop him to correct him. If that's not your child, then that ain't none of your business. But if that's your child, you're going to whoop him so you can correct him. You're going to chastise him. You're going to punish him. You're going to put him on punishment. You're going to take away some things from him. So, because if not, let's say like in the real, you see a parent or some parents who let their child do any and everything and still treat him nice all the time, you'd be like, oh, you babying him. You'll look at them as bad parents. But the Lord is righteous in all things. So for his men that's in the truth, the hopeful elect, us a great millstone, and the other brothers out there preaching the word and truth and sincerity and walking it, the Lord gonna continuously chastise us because we ain't gonna be technically right until he come. We not gonna be right until he come because we still in this flesh. We're not going to be right until he comes. So until he comes, we still going to have to get chastisement. And that's what that's what you ought to be getting. Because if you ain't getting no chastisement, then something's wrong. I'm going to go ahead to the next scripture. This is Job chapter 2 verse 9. Job, we all know the story of Job. Job was getting hella chastisement from the Lord. The Lord let Satan do his thing, but the Lord allowed it. And his wife was like, "Nah, you need to curse the Most High." But this is what Job said to his wife, verse 9, chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, "Dost thou still retain thy integrity? Curse the Most High and die." His foolish wife was telling Job to curse the Most High and die. Verse 10, this how Job came back with. But he said unto her, "Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaking. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil?" And all this did not Job sin with his lips, meaning Job said that what he should have said. Shall we not receive good? I mean, shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High and not evil? The Lord give us our daily bread on this side. The Lord gave us His truth. He gave us His name. He put a roof over our head. But we still go off because we're in this flesh. We still not perfect because the Lord hasn't came back yet to make us perfect. So we can't receive good and not receive evil. We still got to go through this thing. We got to endure until the end. He that endures until the end shall be saved. There's still some enduring that we have to do because we're still in this flesh. We've sinned this lifetime. We still go off. We sin past lifetimes. And the Lord got to put us through that furnace of affliction to make us pure as gold. So we got to go through that. If you ain't going through that, then you might not be part of the elect. And Lord willing, we are part of the elect. Lord willing, I'm a part of the elect. And the brothers out there preaching the truth are part of the elect. So Lord willing, we get the chastisement. Because that's what keeps us, keep our eyes right in this thing. That's what keeps our eyes single in this thing when we get that chastisement. Because you could get paid 1 week and have some money and be able to do this and do that. Then the Lord do something to remind you that you got to get the fuck up out of here. You need that chastisement to remind you that you need to get the fuck up out of here. Let me go ahead to the next scripture. This is Isaiah 64 and 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade away as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. So our righteousness are as filthy rags. So you can't be on no woe is me spirit when something bad happened to you. You can't be on no why me. You can't be acting all bamboozled when something bad happened to you. Because our righteousness is as filthy rags to this day until the Lord comes. So in the meantime, we still got to get chastised. We still got to be put in our place by the Lord. For instance, if you watch the movie He Got Game with Denzel and Ray Allen, when you watch the movie, when Ray Allen, his character, was a child, his father, which was Denzel Washington, was chastising him while they was playing basketball, pushing him around, talking all type of mess to him. But that was chastisement to his son. And what happened after that? He grows up and he got a chance to go to any major university that he wants to. And if you watch the movie, an agent even approached him by about going straight to the NBA. Why? Because his father put it on him while he was yet a young boy. So that's what we're looking forward to in this truth. When you get that chastisement, man, rejoice in it. Thank the Lord for it. Because it's all to make us greater. Lord willing, we part of the elect. That's all the chastisement. It's for that, and it's to punish us for what we had done. And the Lord still going to forgive us and have mercy and not impute sins that we have done before. So whatever chastisement you get, thank the Lord for it, because it could be worse. The Lord could have killed off all Israel, but by Yahushua down on that cross, our sins are atoned. We have atonement for our sins. We gotta take this chastisement like men. Next scripture, this is Job chapter 5, verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Can't despise it. It comes from the Almighty. He made the earth. He made the sun and the moon and the clouds that sit over our head. He made the sea. He made everything righteously. So if he's chastening us, if he's giving you chastisement, you know that's righteous. It's coming from the Lord. Verse 18, for he maketh sore and bind it up. He wounded, and his hands make whole. Yeah, so the Lord will make you sore, but he'll bind you up. Like the scripture says in Psalms 118, verse 18, David said, the Lord has chastened me sore, but he has not given me unto death. So the Lord will chastise you sore, but he ain't give us unto death. Lord, we're going to be part of that elect. He going to build us back up. So we got to go through this shit now. This place ain't nothing but hell anyways. You don't want to be living it up on this side. That's what Esau would be doing, to be living it up on this side. You want to be going through it on this side. And the Lord going to build us up on this side. Lord, we're going to be part of that. Verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall be no evil touch thee. In 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Yeah, no evil shall touch us in the elect in these days. And it says it right there in that scripture. Verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So knowing, being in His truth, knowing the prophecies of what's coming to America, what's coming to Babylon, what's coming to these heathens in 2/3, the scripture just said His elect shall laugh. So this chastisement, man, you just got to take it. Because this is not going to compare to what's coming real soon. Because when this shit hit the fan, when shit start fucking going down, the elect going to know that the Lord is dealing with them. And that chastisement you got before, you're going to be even more thankful then than you should be right now. Which we should be thankful right now for. Next scripture, this is Hebrews chapter 12. And I'm going to start at verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So if you aspiring to be a son of the Lord, you're aspiring to be one of His elect, then the Lord gonna chastise you if you are. If you are one of His elect, He gonna put it on you. Verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? If you are a father and you got a son and you ain't, if you spare the rod, if you let him do what he want to do, then you're not being a real father. You're not a father. Again, let me read verse 7. If you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. You got to endure it. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if you be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. If you ain't getting no chastisement and it's truth, if shit's just smooth selling for you, you are not a son of the Most High, you are a bastard. The scriptures just said that. Verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Verse 10. For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but He, the Most High, for our profit. The Lord is chastising us for our profit, that we might be partakers of His holiness. And if you be partaker of the Lord's holiness, what is a little bit of chastisement? What is a little bit of chastisement? And you can look at the history of our people over here, just in this land. We ain't even got to go farther back. Just look at the history of our people in Babylon or in North America, South America. These Edomites had us picking cotton all day, getting 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep. What we going through right now is nothing compared It's really nothing, man. We feel it. The Lord make us feel it now, but we gotta suck this up, man. We gotta suck this shit up and take it and take it in stride. Because if you getting this chastisement, the Lord, you know that the Lord is doing it for our profit, that we might be partakers of His holiness, like the scripture just says. Verse 11. Now, no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. Because as long as we over here, man, we feeling the pain. Yeah, we ain't out picking cotton or on banana farms and stuff like that, like it was in the 1700s. But we still over here under this fucking Edomite. So it ain't gonna be joyous. It's gonna be grievous. Let me continue in scripture. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Yeah, you gotta look. All that woe is me, that gotta go. It really do. It really do. Forget that woe is me. Concentrate on the faith. Concentrate on the hope and the faith that the Lord, Lord willing, He saves you out of this place. We don't know who's part of that. We don't know if we ourselves are part of that. Well, don't concentrate on that. Concentrate on the hope and the faith. Because somebody gonna make up that 144,000, and those who make up that 144,000, they're gonna be chastised. Because the Lord said, "No one shall enter into the kingdom of heaven without going through great tribulation." So take that tribulation, that chastisement, in stride. Why? Let me go to the next scripture. This is Job chapter 42, verse 12. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job. And we just read the scripture earlier about Job. He said, shall the Lord do good unto me and not evil? The Lord put Job through hell. He allowed Satan to get on his ass. But it all came full circle. Allowed to come full circle. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning. For he had 14,000 sheep and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she asses. He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters, and all of that was more than he had before. He kept the faith in the Lord. He endured it. It was grievous. You could read the book of Job. Job was mourning. He was grievous. But he endured it though. When his lady came to him to get him to curse the Most High, he said, "You foolish." He endured it, and the Lord made his ending better than his beginning. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 11. Make that a little bigger. "And I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. And you shall know that I am the Lord." So that's what it's all about. The Lord gonna do better for you than at your beginnings. The Lord gonna chastise you on this side. This side ain't shit, man. Ain't shit over here. All the shit gonna end up being naught. This motherfuckers finna play their first NFL regular season game in the week, getting paid all that money. But the Lord could crash the market that same week. It's motherfuckers that could hit the lotto for $1 million, $2 million. He ain't in this truth, he wicked. That shit ain't gonna mean shit. The riches of this world ain't shit. Chastisement by the Lord, that's priceless. Because if the Lord chastises you, He's dealing with you as a son. I'm going to take it back to Romans chapter 8 again. Start at verse 16. "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High." How you know the Spirit beareth witness? if you're getting that chastisement. The Lord done gave you His name, put the Spirit on you to be in His truth. When you're going through it, and the Lord make you better, and at the same time getting on your ass when you go off, or just purifying you through that furnace of affliction, the Spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushua, if so be that we suffer with Him, that we may be also glorified together. Yahushua suffered, so we have to suffer. Yahushua knew he was a son of the Lord. Yahushua knew the Lord was dealing with him, but he still had to deal with these people who didn't believe. Yahushua had all type of power. He suffered it. So we got to suffer being over here. Verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So as the Levites, or I say Haitians, so-called Haitians like to say, they say pose, which means like, hold on, just wait a minute, just chill. Because what you're going through now ain't nothing to be compared with what's coming. So just take that chastisement. Don't get all woe is me. Don't get all out of your mind about it. If you're trying to be part of this elect, it's gonna come. That chastisement gonna come. But if that come when you part of the elect, then that glory, which is so much grander, or so much more grand, is gonna come. And that's it. That's all I got to say. So with all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, and love and salutations to all y'all brothers. Say shalom.